All right, welcome to sunny Phoenix, Arizona. This is north central Phoenix. This is a historic neighborhood, a lot of old ranch houses on pretty big lots. So this is one of our projects we're working on right now. This is my partner, Adam.
Hello, good morning.
Adam and I met through a real estate investment group about 6 months ago. We hit it off. We both come from a construction background. He has a company out in Oregon that he still runs, and so he had just moved down to Phoenix, and we thought it was a great idea to partner up and do some remodels together. So we're going to take you through this house. We'll talk through some of the details and maybe some of the design decisions, some of the decisions we made on why we chose this house, what we chose to do on this house, and how we think it's going to turn out at the end.
So 8 months into moving to Arizona, I decided to not look so much in my own restoration of my home and join a team and find other people. So I met Kip through a community here locally, and we really hit it off. He had a property on the market at that time. We went and walked through the house, saw what he was doing. It really resonated with our design style, and I think it just was a natural fit for the both of us.
Yeah, he actually came to an open house I had on a project that I was doing, and this guy was like the comedian, like had everyone laughing. He might as well have been doing the open house. So it was great. Like everyone felt comfortable. We hit it off. Thankfully, our design styles are pretty similar. So we chatted for a little bit. They asked some questions. And then after about 10 minutes, him and his wife were like, let's do some deals together. So fast forward 6 months, and here we are. We've done now 3 or 4 of them together.
Yeah.
And we're starting to do some bigger ones, doing some additions on houses, doing some bigger houses in some more expensive neighborhoods. So
absolutely,
it's
more
going
expensive
great.
Neighborhoods.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about why we picked this house. We both love the older neighborhoods here in Phoenix. There's a lot of character to them. They're usually bigger lot sizes than the newer stuff, but there are a lot smaller houses. So you get a lot of like 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses on a quarter acre. It's a pretty standard ranch style home here in Phoenix.
And the things that we like about them is for the modern family, they don't really work. So we look at ways that we can improve upon that to make it comfortable for everybody now moving into this day and age and wanting these great areas with great school districts.
Yes, yeah. You think about a new home versus an old home, the difference is primarily new homes usually have taller ceilings, usually go 9 or 10 foot ceilings. Older homes are usually 8-foot ceilings. So what we try to do, is try to take these older homes, add on some square footage, make a really nice primary suite that feels like, you know, something you get in a newer home, and then try to take the ceilings up on at least some of the home so that it feels more like a new build. So the reason we like this house was about 1,500 square feet, but it's on a quarter acre. So it had a pretty big backyard, and it was flat backyard. So simple to just put a big addition on the back.
Yeah, no pool, nothing to work around. It was just a clean slate. I mean, just a very simple, straightforward project, all in all. We ended up adding a pool. We don't do that on every house, but we figured this would be probably a house that a family might purchase. And a pool is just, it's in Phoenix, it's one of those things that for a lot of people, it's a deal breaker. So we didn't want people to not buy this house because there was no pool. Just remove all those roadblocks, buy our house.
Yeah, and since it didn't have a pool, we got to put the pool wherever we wanted. So we like put it against the wall in the backyard, so we still had plenty of room for a really good yard.
Absolutely.
So we try to think, you know, what kind of house would we want to live in? We try to make the house that we work on as usable, as functional, as aesthetically pleasing as possible, but also thinking of, you know, most people want a backyard. They don't want just a patio and a pool. So we try to think of how can we add as many things that people would want in a home as possible.
And as fast as we move on these projects, we actually spend quite a bit of time up front, redlining the plans and moving little things, making little tweaks to make it just feel like a home and not just 1,000 square feet on a thimble lot. All
right, so here we are inside the house. When we bought this house, it was a 3-bed, 2-bath. It was about 1,450 square feet. Again, traditional ranch style home. The primary bedroom had a really small bathroom on it. So we added over 1,200 square feet to this house. So now we're over 2,600 square feet. We added a new primary suite. So now we're at 4 beds, 3 baths. We also were able to create this nice big great room feel, nice open concept. The original house had a really small kitchen and a bunch of walls, so everything felt really
very cramped,
choked up. So we also, since we added the square footage, we were able to create a really nice, good sized laundry room too, entrance from the garage. So it just flows much more like
everything that these old houses lack. I mean, essentially we were able to give it and just not hold back.
Yep.
I mean, the kitchen, for example, that room right there was the entire kitchen behind us.
Yep.
That was every bit of it.
Yep.
So now we've added 16 feet and made that a butler pantry.
Yep.
So all these things that you'd see in modern new homes, we've been able to give.
So when we design a home, when we reorganize the layout of a home, we try to focus on two places primarily that are the most important, and that is your great room, your kitchen, family room area, and then your primary suite. So in the kitchen and great room, which is where we're at right now, there's a few things that we try to include. I would say a nice grand island, a well flow, like a good flow to your kitchen cabinet location. Walk-in pantry is huge if you can add that.
Yeah, if you can add that for sure. It's always a big plus.
What else?
I think just what's anticipated is no walls. Let's just have wide open space in that common area so everyone feels included, no matter where you're at in space.
Yep. So for instance, in this house, it had a really small kitchen. And so we added on this gigantic island, big kitchen wall, but we used the old kitchen space, turned that into a pantry. The nice thing about a pantry is it's a place you can hide your dry goods and stuff that you don't want really to be seen.
Microwave. Put that in there. No one wants to see a microwave. Let's be honest.
Within the last 4 years, it's become like a no-no to have a microwave be able to be seen in the house, which is odd to me, but here we are.
I hate them.
So I don't mind them. So anyways, we like to put the microwave in the pantry if we can, because then you can still put it up high. I personally don't like the drawer microwave. I don't like having to bend over to like cook my food. And the kids can get in and start pushing buttons.
They're 4 times more expensive.
Yes.
That's why you don't like them.
Yeah, that's true. So here we are able to do the pantry, put the microwave in the pantry, and then we also can hide your open shelving for your dry goods. So this kitchen is going to be fantastic when it's done. It's going to be really functional and really beautiful.
Yeah, prep sink. I mean, no expense spared. It's going to be a great kitchen for this house.
So here we are in the primary suite. We always spend a lot of time laying these out because there's a lot that people want. Nowadays, people want a freestanding tub. They want a nice big shower.
Massive shower, lots of glass.
Yes, lots of glass,
modern
lots of space. Yes. So we actually try to make the bathroom and closet bigger than the bedroom in a lot of cases. I mean, if you combine those two together, they're definitely bigger than the bedroom.
For sure, 100%.
The goal is you shouldn't have to have furniture in your bedroom for clothing and stuff. You should be able to have everything in the closet, and then your bed is the only thing in your bedroom. And
TV, of course, because I mean, if there's any TV advocate I've ever met, it's Kip. Just so you guys know.
I'm a big fan of the TV wall, and this is something that I focus on. Like in this room, I moved the door to the bathroom because I wanted a place to put your TV. I like to be able to lay in your bed and TV there on the wall. Call me crazy.
Every house we look at, if we decide to buy it or not, where's the TV wall gonna go?
It's important. Somebody appreciates it.
It's definitely a thing.
Yeah. So
and he's proven me right. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, we'll see when we show this house, and everyone's like, "Oh, what a great TV wall." Yeah. So, anyways, the primary bathroom in this house is great. We were able to use. We didn't have a ton of space, but we were able to make a really big shower, a separate toilet room, which a lot of people like, a freestanding tub area, and then still left a really grand primary closet.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
So it's as efficient of space use as you can get, and we spend a lot of time going over and changing these layouts until we get what we think is the best possible.
2 and 3 times, whatever it takes to make it right.
Yep. All right, so here we are at the pool in the backyard. Like we talked about, we added this pool. The original house just had a big grass patch, no pool. We felt like it was going to be important enough to sell this house at top dollar to have a pool in it. So it wasn't cheap. Pools are not cheap to add to houses. The advantage is, since we put the pool in, we got to choose where it went. So
big patch of green space now.
We needed some space for a yard still. So we tucked this thing in the side of the side of the yard here, right against the wall. So you still have a great yard, and you have a really good sized pool. We almost prefer houses that don't already have pools.
Yeah. We can pick the spot.
Yeah, because back in the 90s when Phoenix really had its big boom, everyone loved kidney bean shaped pools, and they put them right up against the house. So if that was here, we wouldn't have any space to add on to the house.
Really limits the possibilities of the property.
Yeah. And nowadays, this kind of, rectangular shaped pool with like minimal decking around the edge is kind of the trend. So we're able to feel, again, like a new build by putting something new in there.
Yeah. As Kip pointed out front, we spend a lot of upfront time designing and trying to figure out the way the things are going to lay out on the property. So this property, we had a 2-week close, and the day we closed, we actually had the excavator come in, demo all the trees, grass out of the backyard, and we had a pool dug the very first day. So everything that you've seen has taken place over the course of 50 days, and really making this a quick moving project that, a new home would take 12 months, where we'll be on this for 3 and have it back on the market.